Yes.
Mr. Zungu, we were looking at Exhibit Triple U. It's A126. It's in the name of Absolom Zungu. That is yourself. Is that correct?
Babu Zungu ke besibheke lesi statement siveza ke ukuthi senziwe uAbsalom Mhlahlezi Zungu kunjalo.
Angisenzanga ngoba zange angisukanga mina ngenhliziyo ngakwenza statement.
I did not make this statement voluntarily.
What do you mean you did not make it voluntarily?
Mawuthi wena ke awusenzanga ngenhliziyo yakho lesi statement usho ukuthini?
Angisenzanga ngokuthi ngisuke ukhulume nami. Onginike insuku zokuthi ngiyakuzwa nilokho siyodibana ngalela la.
Because
ngibona ngosuku olwi1.
I was given an instruction, or it was in a form of an order, that he gave me days and said to me that on this and such a day we are going to meet. You seeing me for the very first time.
Usuthiwa namanje uqala ukungibona nje. Suvese ubhala istatement ubhala ngegama la. Ulandelana.
First time you seeing me for the very first time, then you say you're taking down my statement. Why would you come to me?
But do you agree that those are your names, Absolom Mhlahlezi Zungu?
Angiphekisa igama lami.
Not denying.
Yilokho engime kukho lobugebengu engime kukho.
I'm not denying that this is my name, but I am against this criminality that is before me.
The date of birth, 1958 to 14, that is your correct date of birth?
Wazala ke ngo-1958 ngo-02 ngo-14 iyona leyo date wazala ngayo leyo inyanga nenyanga nelanga. Yes, that is correct.
And the cell phone number that appears is there, the 0837418652, you say it's your previous number.
Utheke leyo nombolo kamakhalekhukhwini okuyi-0837418652 uthi kwakuyinombolo yakho yocingo wawuyisebenzisa. Yes.
Now, where would have Brigadier Gininda obtained all these details?
Manje ke bekazoyithatha yonke le mininingwane.
If he did not depose to this affidavit.
Makuwukuthi awuzange usibhalisa lesi statement ke uBrigadier Gininda bekazoyithatha yonke le mininingwane okusho ke igama lakho, i-ID number yakho kanye nenombolo yakho yomakhalekhukhwini.
Ubani lona esenza naye ngiyabona.
With whom was he doing this statement?
Ayenza naye konke lokhu ukubhala. Wayinobani noma wanendodana yami?
Whom was he with when he was making or writing this statement down, writing these documents? Was he together with my son?
Yes. You mentioned that you were in a house and your son, Konsabo Zungu, was taken to a separate room. Is that correct? When Brigadier Gininda was interviewing you?
Uthike mangabe ke uBrigadier Gininda ke ekhulumisana nawe indodana yakho yakhishwa yayiswa ke kwelinye igumbi. Kunjalo ngalesikhathi lesi uBrigadier Gininda ekhuluma nawe.
Angazi ukuthi bambeka phangilazi igumbi.
I don't know where he was placed. I don't know of any room.
Yes, but in your evidence in chief, you said your son was taken to a separate room. He was not in the same room as you.
There's
not the evidence. There's no evidence that came from this witness of that nature.
Yeah, I heard you said so. Just relay the record.
Well, it's according to my notes, my notes, not the report. The note that I have, my lord, is that during the interview with Brigadier Gininda, his son was taken to a separate room. He was called from time to time to come and confirm certain aspects. Just looking for the relevant part.
Are you getting a daily record?
No. These are just my own notes. We haven't received the record as yet.
So, sir, can you trace it, that evidence, if you can. You don't have speaker. Oh, okay, let's continue. I recall that evidence. I recall it. So we will check it. Doesn't matter.
The state
We'll
is
check it.
correct, my lord.
Hello?
I think the state is
Oh, I
correct
see,
in
okay.
saying that, according to this witness, he said that his son would come in, go out,
Yeah,
come
from a
in, go
different
out.
room.
But not that he was taken to a separate room.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, Baba Zungu, you mentioned that there were 5 persons in that room wherein you were with Brigadier Gininda. You were the 6th one, is that correct?
Utheke bekunabantu ke abahlanu kulelo gumbi lelo nalikhona lapho no Gininda wena owumuntu wesithupha is6 kunjalo babe behlanu abantu lapho benikhona khona no Gininda ngisho wena wazibala ukuthi kwaba wena umuntu wesithupha.
ngibale emotweni oqala.
I firstly counted the people who were in the car.
Yes, but how many people were there in the room wherein Brigadier Gininda was interviewing you?
Manje ke lapho kuleli gumbi lapho ke uBrigadier Gininda wayexoxisana nawe khona babe bangaki abantu?
ngishilo yibo la.
It's the same place. I said that those were the people that were there.
Yes, how many people were there in the room?
Bebayingaki abantu lapho kulelo gumbi?
ngayibali mina nami ba5 angifikela.
Excluding myself, there were 5. It's the people whom I came with.
And who were they?
Bangubani labo bantu?
Angibazi.
I don't know them.
You mentioned that when you were picked up in Emelo, it was the driver, Brigadier Gininda, and another person that you were seated with at the back of the vehicle. Is that correct?
Useke man mazolandwa ke lapha endaweni yase Emelo kwakulo umshayeli bese kuba uBrigadier Gininda bese kuba yilona ke umunye wawuhleli naye ngale ngasemuva.
Lento wagibela endleleni.
The one that I said he was picked up along the way.
Kuze kwakuseduze la nelokishi.
It was next to the location.
But it is not clear how you arrived at the number 5. Can you just explain how do you arrive at the number 5?
Manje ukufika kanjani ke kule nombolo ukuthi ke bahlanu awukakafiki lapho usabaleke umshayeli usabaleke uGininda ubaleke nalo owathathwa ke endleleni yenu noma ke emgwaqweni lothu liwalandwa ke duzane naselokishini.
Thi mina ngabizo owathi ufuna ukungibona uGininda.
I also counted Constable Zungu, the one who told me that Brigadier Gininda wants to see me.
Was Constable Zungu present during the interview in the same room as you were, or was he in a separate room?
Manje ke uma ngabe ke Brigadier Gininda ke ekhulumisana nawe noma ke eba nengxoxo nawe wayekhona yini uConstable Zungu kulo lona lelo gumbi lelo? They were present.
Yes. But was Constable Zungu present in the same room in which Brigadier Gininda was interviewing you for the duration of the interview?
Manje ke mangabe uBrigadier Gininda ke exoxisana nawe banaleyo ngxoxo kulelo gumbi lelo indodana yakho nawe yayikhona ngaphakathi kwalo lelo. Mina ngizoba
ngicabanga ukuthi yayikhona.
I think that he was there.
Abangangeke ngibale ngangiphethwe lokho kumphethe.
I could not have counted. I was undergoing through whatever that was bothering me.
Was Constable Zungu at any point taken out of that room wherein the interview was taking place?
Was Constable Zungu?
Taken out of that room wherein the interview was taking place?
Manje ke wakhishwa yini wasiwa kwelinye ke igumbi Constable Zungu?
Hayi into engeke ngize ngiyazi Doc ngikhulume nje ukuthi babekhona.
I would not know of that it was taken or not.
Azangitshela eGinenda ukuthi khona abakhipha khona abasala.
He did not tell me that there were other people that were going to be taken out and others were going to be left there.
Well, in this exhibit, U, in paragraph 4, it says, indeed the police were met and I deposed to the statement to Colonel Gelinda, who was with Sergeant Mukhani. So according to this affidavit, only Sergeant Mukhani was present during the interview.
Is it this the very first paragraph number 4?
Paragraph 4,
Yes.
the
Line number?
fourth line from the bottom.
Uthi ke kulesi statement
Sorry,
ke
the sixth line.
The
It
sixth
starts with indeed. Indeed, the police were met and I deposed to the above mentioned statement to Colonel Geninda, who was with Sergeant Mokhani.
uthi ke nangempela kulesi statement ke ku paragraph number 4 uthi nangempela ke kwahlangana namaphoyisa ngase ngibhalisa ke lesi statement kuye ke ubrigadier Gininda owayehamba ke no Sergeant Mokhani.
Angimazi lo.
I don't know that person.
Awuba ngangabaza zange futhi ngibe khona umuntu ongicazela.
Because I did not know them and no one had explained introduced them to me.
You see, in your evidence in chief, you testified as follows. When your counsel asked you, was it a house? And your answer was, I don't know, it was just an open house. I was told Gininda was going to write. I must say this and that.
Wena ke uma unikezela ngobufakazi bakho asithi ke uma ngikathile ubabunise kubuza ke imibuzo uyowakubuza ukuthi ke kwakuyindlu yini leyo wena impendulo yakho kwaba ukuthi ke kwakuyindlu evulekile ukuthi lapho uGininda khona washo kuwe ke ukuthi ke uzobhala phansi wena kufanele ukuthi uthi
Evulekile kodwa kaza kusho lokho ngimazenzela lokazenzela.
No, it was an open house, yes, but he did not say that to me. He did whatever that he wanted to do.
So what did he not do? Did he not? It was not said that Brigadier Gininda is going to write. You must say this and that.
Akuzange kushiwo yini ukuthi ke ubrigadier Gininda uzobhala phansi bese esho ukuthi ke wena kufanele ukuthi uthini.
Athi uzobhala phansi.
Are you saying that he said he was going to write down?
Abekusho noma kusho atshele mina ukuthi atshele laba babengitshena mina khuluma uthi
Abobani bebakutshela baba.
yibo laba engabazi.
No, it's the Gininda cannot say that because the other ones, the ones that were not known to me, were the ones telling me as to what it is that I should say.
Yes. And you say there were 5, you were the 6th, and your counsel asked you, where was your son? There's now Constable Zungu. Your response was, they took him out, he wasn't packed. Gininda would go out, speak to him, and come back.
Wena utheke babe bahlanu ke wena wawuwena ke umuntu wesithupha bese ke wavela umbuzo kumnumzana uMnisi ukuthi ke indodana yakho Constable Zungu ke wenzeka konke lokho yena wayekuphi. Impendulo yakho wena kwakuwukuthi ke wakhishwela ngaphandle kuye kwaba khona ke isikhathi noma bekuba khona isikhathi lapho uGininde ephumela ngaphandle yokhulumisana naye aphinde bese uyabuya futhi.
wayiphuma vese abuye babe phela babe ngavalelwe mina wayiphuma phumayo ngangambuzi
Yes, he was going out in coming going and they were not locked inside, so they were going in and out.
But did you not say just now that Constable Zungu was present during the entire interview in the same room with you?
Awuzange usho yini wena khona manje ukuthi ke uConstable Zungu wayekhona nkathi uBrigadier Gininda ke ekhuluma nawe?
umuntu ophumayo la ngamvimba yini
Can you stop a person if they were to exit this courtroom?
aphinda abuye uyamazi ukuthi uyakuphi
Can you stop that person if you don't know where they're going?
futhi ngangekho ezingeni lokusesha lezo zinto ngoba ngangazi indlela enguyo la
I was not even in a situation wherein I took note of such things because I knew of my situation here in court.
You further testify that those 5 people said you must state the names of the accused before this court.
Wena ke waqhubeka wathi ke labo bantu laba bebakhona ngapho kulelo gumbi lapho bokhulumisana khona noGinini baye bathi kuwe ke kufanele ukuthi ke ukhulume amagama wabasolwa ngaleso sikhathi noma ke abamangalelwa laba bavela phambi kwenkundla manje.
You further testify that they asked you if you know Muzi, Ntanzi, and how.
kwakusho
Bese bayakubuza ukuthi ke uyamazi yini uMuzi noNtanzi makuwukuthi uyabazi ubazi kanjani?
Is that correct?
Kunjalo baba.
wayibuza phela ekhuluma ngithi kwathiwa ngikhulume mina
He was
engibuza
asking
ngabo
me.
babazi njengoba ningibuza izolo
He was asking me if I knew them. He was the one that making mention of their names in the very same breath that you were asking me yesterday as to how do I know them.
Who was making mention of these names, Muzi, Ntanzi?
Ubani ke wakhuluma ngalamagama legama lakaMuzi noNtanzi.
ngiqale nganitshela ukuthi umuzi uqale kwayiba abakhuluma ngayo
I did say to you that
bengakaboshwa
I did say to you that they mentioned Moses' name before he even got arrested.
Yes, but we asking you about the 5 people who you say participated in the interview. You say they mentioned the names Muzi and Ntanzi and ask you if you know them and how. Now the question is that correct? Is that what you said?
Uthe wena ke baye labantu laba bebakhona lapho mangabe uGininde ekhuluma nawe banale ngxoxo nawe. Uye kwabuzwa ukuthi ke uyamazi uMuzi noNtanzi ke kunjalo iloko kushilo.
aze ngusho lokho ukuthi ngiyamazi ngangisho ngoba kusho bona
No, I never said that I knew him. I was saying that because they are the ones that were saying it.
And who of the 5 people asked you whether you know Muzi and Ntanzi?
Kulabantu ke abakhona la egumbini bobahlanu ubani phakathi kwabo owakubuza ukuthi ke uMuzi noNtanzi uyabazi.
ngasho ukuthi ngiyamazi laba bantu aze ngisho
Have I ever said that I know them? I've never said that.
No. The question is, who of the 5 people who were present?
ngiyabazi labo bantu
I said I don't know those people.
Yes, but the question is, who of the 5 people asked you whether you know Muzi and Ntanzi?
Uthi kulabantu baba basegumbini la uGininde uba nale ngxoxo nawe ke. Bese kunalabantu abahlanu obabalile wena ukuthi babe khona ngaphakathi. Ushishisa uthi ke ufuna ukwazi ukuthi kubo bonke labantu abahlanu ubani owabuza ukuthi uyamazi uMuzi noNtanzi na?
yebo laba basho angibazi ngobantu
I don't know who they are. They are the ones that asked that question.
Now, Baba Zungu, did you yourself say anything during that interview?
Makuba khona le ngxoxo kukhona yini wena uye wakhuluma noma uye wakusho?
angiyakusho
Are you saying anything that I might have said?
ngangikholiswa yibo laba azokhenta ngiveza
I did not narrate anything. Everything I was being told by these people. Everything I said I was being told by these people.
ma futhi uthi interview anti injani
What do you,
wenza interview obuzisho wonke into ozisho uthi ubani busenza interview.
I do not know when you are using the word interview. How is it that how is an interview conducted? In the sense that how would you say these things in an interview?
But did you say anything during that process there
Uma
in the room?
Uma kwenzeka ke yona leyo interview, ukhona yini wena wakusho?
Akukho engangisho lo mina abe ikhulumela phela yiba babe ngibuza laba.
No, there's nothing that I said on my own accord. They are the ones that were telling me. They are the ones that were doing this.
So except asking you whether you know Muzi and Tanzi and how, what else did they ask you?
Manje ke ngaphandle kokuthi bakubuze umbuzo ukuthi ke uyamazi yini uMuzi noNtanzi, yini futhi enye bakubuza yona?
Akunye noma ngasazi ukuthi ngikhumbula ngithi
I do not know if I can remember the other things.
abe ngitshena lo nto nje abanginothisa ngayo mina ukuthi wena awuqhubeka nale wenza lento uzobona phela nayo into engangibhekile mina ngibheka impilo yami la.
The only thing that they kept on saying is that if I continue with my behavior, I will see, and I will see. It was more of a threat because I was fearing now for my life. That was the only thing that was in my mind at that time.
Mina okokuqala nje mabe khuluma ngalawa futhi ngoba bona babe ngithumelela bengivezela amafoni ukuthi yamazi lo.
No, because they're saying that I'm the one that had mentioned that. But what they did is that they were showing me cell phones and asking me if do you know this person.
Azange batshelwe yimi wayengivule njengalo wayengivulela ifoni engivulele ngikhombisa abantu abasefonini.
I'm not the one who gave out that information. They are the ones who opened their phone, showed me a picture, and they asked me, do you know this person?
But bebazi futhi laba bantu.
They knew these people.
Who showed you a picture on the phone?
Ubani ke lo wakhombisa ke isithombe. I explained yesterday.
Qale ngakho.
I explained.
Ugeninda nje khona la.
I explained in the past days, in the same breath that Brigadier Gininda is saying on this statement.
Uthe bakhona la uqhasile la isithombe. Sivezwe yimi wasethena siqhasiwe angithi la usho njalo athi sifakiwe la atheshiwe la isithombe.
It is it
abesithatha wayisithatha ukini.
Is it not Brigadier Gininda that said in his statement that the photo or the picture was to be attached? Where was he? Where did he get that photo from?
So you were shown a photo?
Bakhombisa ke isithombe.
Bangikhombisa ngende angihlala khona ngekho lutho ngikhombiswa mfana lowa.
Yes, they showed me a picture. I was at my place of residence when my son showed me that photo.
Baba Zungu, sorry.
ngase ngilandelwa ngaso lesithombe ngoba ugininde sekhuluma ngaso nje la.
And then then they made a follow up to me with regards to that photo, as Gininda has stated in the statement.
Wayesinikwa yimi noma wayesinikwa indodana le yami obasasise efonini endodana uthi yena sifakwe la siphi.
Was the photo given to Gininda by myself or by my son? And he said that this photo would be attached. Where is the photo now?
Yes. But what we're trying to establish from you, Baba Zungu, is that during that interview in that room, were you shown that photo?
Sisho ukuthi ke ngaphakathi kwalelo gumbi lapho nanikhuluma khona baphinde bakubonisa sona leso sithombe.
Khuluma nje ngikusho lokho.
No,
Ngisho nje
I
ukuthi
never said that.
wangikhombisa la ngihlala khona.
I said that he showed me the photo where I was residing.
Ngamiyala kakhulu ngalesi sithombe nase sivela lapha manje. Ngamiyala kakhulu ukuthi iyeke le izokufaka enkingeni.
I then gave him an advice and scolded him to tell him that he must leave what he's doing.
Ngoba manje ngibuza ngalezi zithombe nje. Wathi sifaka uthi uginende sesifaka la uthi sila. Kodwa asikho.
You are now making reference to this photo that Brigadier Gininda has said that it would be an attachment on the statement, but it's not here.
Was there a discussion about the photo during the interview with Brigadier Gininda?
Mangabe udingidwa lolu daba ke noma ke nilapho phakathi kwalelo gumbi lelo Brigadier Gininda ke ebuza ke imibuzo. Kuye kwakhulunywa yini ngaleso sithombe?
Azengezwe umuntu okhuluma ngayo.
No, I never heard
Okunye
anyone.
ngasakhumbula.
I never heard anyone mentioning the photo, but I can't remember other things. Ngiyezwa ukuthi izwi lakho liyaphinde lehla bakuzungu sacela ukuthi futhi ukhulumele phezulu.
Akekho futhi wakwangibuza ngaso lesithombe.
No one asked me about that photo.
You say the,
Endlini yami kuphela lapho engakholiswa khona. Lapho engihlala khona.
The photo was only shown to me at my place of residence.
you say there was a follow-up regarding the photo. When was it follow-up?
Manje uthi ke wena ke kwayenziwa ke balandelela mayelana ke nalesi sithombe. Kwenzeka nini ke lokho mawukuthi wena ke base bayalandelela mayelana nalesi sithombe osikhonjiswa indodana yakho?
Base belandelela.
Yebo noma ke besenza ke uphenyo mayelana ke nalesi sithombe osikhonjiswa
Ngithi
indodana.
ngasigcina efonini.
The last time
Ngikhulume ngaso futhi.
I never spoke of this photo ever again. I last saw the photo on the phone.
Mina ngaya lento lo wami kuphela ngathi hlukana nalento le. Izofaka inkinga.
I only scolded my son and told him that this will get you into trouble.
Kodwa ngizwanga ukuthi uGininda lapha leso sithombe leso ukhulumile wenza into ethile ngayo wasithatha. Wayesithatha phela masithatha ethatha atheshwala wasithatha kuye. Akakhulume naye ukuthi siphi isithombe zakhulume kwabili.
No, okay, if Kinenda is saying that he got the photo, maybe he got the photo from him, and then he must come and say that he got the photo from him, as he indicated that it would be an attachment.
So, Baba Zungu, in that room where the interview was taking place, you did not say anything. It's the 5 people who were speaking, is that correct?
Wena ngiphakathi kwalelo gumbi lapho kwenziwa khona le interview awuzange usho lutho ke kwakuyilabantu abahlanu so babalile ukuthi bebekhona lapho yibone bebekhuluma.
Yibo phela babekhuluma ngilandele mina bona.
Yes.
Ngoba futhi ngakhuluma lutho olunye oluningi.
Yes, they are the ones that were doing
Ngoba
the
mabekhuluma
talking.
ngikhulumela.
Not the one who was doing the talking. They are the ones that were doing the talking, and I was following suit.
Ngoba kuya
Sorry, you're
ngathi-
doing what?
I followed suit. I was following what they were saying.
Did you agree with what they were saying?
Wawuvumelana yini wena naloko babekusho?
If you say you were following suit.
Ngangavumelani nabo.
I did not agree with what they were saying.
Ungani ngikutshelile la enkantolo ukuthi bangithatha kanjani. Ngathi bangena mangithi niyangehlisa na anti nengisapha but asizokuzwa ngawe.
As I've explained that in the form in which I was taken from my place, and then when I asked them as to where were they taking me, then they told me that they would not hear from me, or they would not listen to me.
In your evidence in chief, you said you were not assaulted during the interview. Is that correct?
Uma ngabe ke umnumzana umnisi noma advocate umnisi ekubuza ke imibuzo wena uthe ke awuzange ushayo kunjalo.
Ngishilo.
I did say.
Yes. But, Mr. Zungu, can you then explain this version as contained in A126? Are you saying this is what the 5 people, or it comes from the 5 people who were in the room?
Manje kuzama ukusho ukuthi lesi statement lesi esibufakazi lesi siphambi kwethu la into ebhalwe yilabantu laba ke noma into eshiwo yilabantu ababekhona lapha kulela gumbi.
Njengoba bezokwenza lento abayenza into abayihlanganisa njengoba ngisho ngifuna ukuchaza obabe ngichaza nangasi statement lesi.
I did say that this thing that they did, it's something that had been pre-planned, that was pre-planned before.
Yes, but are you saying that this version, as contained in this document, all 3 pages come from the 5 people who were in the room?
Manje usho ukuthi wena ke konke lokho okuqukethwe la kulesi statement wonke lamakhasi amathathu kuphuma kulabantu laba babelapha ya kulela gumbi.
Ngeke ngabuza bona
You can ask them
ukuthi babe kuthatha.
where did they get all this?
Was Brigadier Gininda writing down as they were speaking?
Njengoba bakhuluma labantu uBrigadier Gininda wayebhala phansi.
Wayibhala phela wayekwazi fese.
Yes,
Hayi
he
ukuthi
was.
wayengakwazi into ayibhala.
Yes, he was writing down and he knew what he was writing.
Why
It's
ngasuka la
not like he did not know what he was writing.
Wayengasuka la ePitoli.
Would he have
Yena
left Pretoria
aye KZN
to go?
engakwazi lokho.
You think that you would have left Pretoria to go all the way to KZN not knowing all about this?
In which language was Brigadier Gininda communicating with you?
ngabe khuluma iningi ilimi ekhulunywayo kodwa ze ngangikhuluma isiZulu wayikhuluma isiZulu lokhu.
There were many languages spoken, but at times he would speak to me in Zulu.
Was there a time when Brigadier Gininda asked you to sign the statement?
Kuke kwaba khona yini isikhathi lapho Brigadier Gininda ecela khona ukuthi ke usayinde lesi statement?
Khona ngathi mina ezinye izinto angithinte nje.
I said that I was not going to touch any other thing and any other things. I told them.
But did he ask you to sign the statement?
I don't know. I can't remember if he said it or not. My mind was not there.
But in your evidence in chief, you testify that you refused to sign. What is it that you refused to sign?
If I had refused, then I refused.
Yes. What did you refuse to sign?
I was refusing of what was said to be done to me. How would I have signed a statement if I did not want to make a statement and there is no proof in the form of a letter? If you can show me a document here before this court.
So, after the interview, did Brigadier Gininda ask you to sign the statement and you then refused to sign? Is that what you're saying?
I never had any interview with Gininda. They were just fighting with me.
What do you mean they were fighting with you?
What of what they were doing to me?
Yes, what were they doing?
Of the things that they were saying to me and even getting to a place that is unknown to me.
But so we're talking about the events in the room in Pretoria.
Manje ke sikhuluma ngale ndaba le eyenzeke ePretoria lapho kulelo gumbi lelo lapho kwakune interview khona no Brigadier Gininda.
After Brigadier Gininda had finished writing, you say he was writing, did he then ask, did he read through what he was writing down? Did he read that out to you?
Ubutheke uBrigadier Gininda ngakho ngaso sonke isikhathi kwenzeka lokho yena uyabhala phansi. Manje ke uye wakufundela yini ukuthi kubhala ukuthini lento lebekayibhala ukuthi kubhala ukuthini? No, he never read out never read that out to me. Where is it showing that he read it out?
Yes. But you say you were asked to sign the statement.
Uthi kodwa ke bacela ukuthi usayinde lesi statement.
Noma ngangishilo noma ngashonga ngisazi kodwa nje zange ngoba ngathi angithintile ukuthi izinto bangibuyiswa.
Even though maybe I might have said it or not, but I did say that I was not willing to touch anything.
Yes. Now,
njengenkantolo manje kubona ke nentwatha ngisayini. Ngikubona kuyikho lokho engusayinayo.
As this court uthini baba Zungu uthi ke njengoba inkantolo ke ibona
phela bengikhulumisa ngalezi zinto nje.
Is the court can see that I was made to sign. Do you think that was proper for me to sign?
but sir, are you saying that Brigadier Gininda in that room, in the presence of five people, he was writing down what the five people were saying, and you said nothing? Is that correct? You did not make any. You did not make any statement.
Wena uthike uBrigadier Gininda wayebhala ke ngoba ke ukukhuluma labantu abahlanu babe khona lapho ngaphakathi egumbini. uthi wena ke awuzange ubhalise statement. Usho kanjalo.
babezenzela bodwa zange wayekwazi lokhu uGininda.
They were doing their own things there. Gininda knew about this.
So are you saying this is the product of what the 5 people were telling Brigadier Gininda?
Manje usho ukuthi ke lesi statement esiqukethwe la noma ke imininingwane equkethwe la kulesi statement yiloko kwakushiwo yilabantu abahlanu uGininda wabhala phansi.
Wabhalwa naye uye wayenza le.
He was the one writing, he was the one doing all this.
Yes, and you say he was writing down what the 5 people who were in the room were saying to him.
Uthi wena wayebhala lokho kwakushiwo yilabantu abahlanu bebe khona lapho.
Hayi angazi ngoba bese ngichazela
I
babebhala
don't
kwakwenziwa
know.
yini.
I think I've explained as to what was being done here.
Abumbuzo wami lokhume babengisaphi.
My question
Manje ngisasho.
stands.
Ngezwe inkantolo engibuza imibuzo ngitakazi.
Where were they taking me? My question still stands.
Yes, but if we repeat this question, Baba Zungu, is because we want to understand. Are you saying this document, the statement, is a product of what the 5 people who were in the room were telling Brigadier Gininda?
Manje ke okudala ukuthi sibuze lo mbuzo siloko siwuphinda phinda ngoba sifuna ke ukuzwisisa ukuthi ke uthi wena konke lokho kwabhala uBrigadier Gininda noma konke okuqukethwe kulesi statement wakushiwo yilabantu abahlanu babekhona lapho njengoba uGininda ebhalile la usho njalo.
Wayekhona uGininda le.
Gininda was present during this whole thing.
Yes. But what stands written here in Exhibit U, are you saying that is what the 5 people who were in the room were telling Brigadier Gininda?
Manje ke uthi wena konke ke okubhalwe la kubhalwe uBrigadier Gininda yiloko kwakusho yilabantu abahlanu bekusho uBrigadier Gininda.
Ezekubhale lokho ethi kwabhalwa yimi.
He wrote this and said that I'm the one that told him.
Wayengisaphi kuyo loo nto phela akukho ubufakazi bokuthi la kwenziwa namaphoyisa wakushaya kwenziwe enye into. Wayengise police station.
Where was he taking me? Because there is no proof until this day of if the things was done at the police station with other police.
Mina nenkantolo manje kubheka nibona ukuthi lokhu kuhambe uyobhala ungabhala into lapha emgwaqeni bese kubuya kuza la enkantolo.
You as this court, do you think that it was proper that a statement would be obtained from the streets and brought to court?
Uhulumeni la eSouth Africa unendawo yakhe yonke yokusebenza kodwa azindawo ekahulumeni. Kodwa ngeke usuke yokwenza into wrong lapho yokwenza into engafanele.
Our government has made it a point that there are structures wherein one needs to go and do the right thing or the legal thing. But I can see here that something illegal was done here.
Ake ngifanise nakho ngenza example. Awukwazi ukuthi nangu umuntu la kuthiwa hawu nangu umuntu ekhaya uyateta ukuthi ungafika kuthiwa kubiza iveni yamaphoyisa kuthiwa imithatho ba indawo kahulumeni le umthatho umsemaphoyiseni angeke umsesibhedlela.
Let me make a typical example. When you hear news that this particular person is giving birth, would you call a police van to come and pick this person up, or would you rather call an ambulance to take her to the hospital?
Maybe let's put it
ubani ongathola icala lapho ngeke ungani ungaxoshwa nakho lokho ukuthi uhambisele umuntu wamhambisa endaweni errong.
Who would be at fault that the person would be at fault? You'll be faulted for even taking this person to a wrong place.
Inkantolo ikuvuma kanjani yona izimukele lezi zinto izithathe njengeqiniso?
How can now this court accept such things as evidence before this court?
Now, Mr. Zungu, let's put it to you differently. Where does the information come from that is contained in Exhibit U?
Manje kasibeke ngalendlela ke konke lokho ke okubhalwe la kulesi statement kubuyaphi?
Angimazi kubuya phi njengoba kunje ubani ongaphendula ngikwazi.
I don't know who can answer to this. I don't know.
Ngoba kunjena nje kubhalwe kanjena nje kubuya phi ke angikwazi.
The manner in which is written here, the witness is pointing to the statement in the manner in which it's written here. I don't know.
Let's look at paragraph 2 of the statement. It says, in late 2017, I met Mbekiseni Ntanzi, who is my relative from the homelands in Kwanongoma.
Kulesi statement ke ku paragraph number 2 ubhala ukuthi ke ngo emaphethelweni ke noma kuya emaphethelweni wakhe unyaka ka2017 ngahlangana naye ke umbhekiseni Ntanzi okuyisihlobo sami sibuya naye le emakhaya kwaNongoma.
You know Mbekiseni Ntanzi, is that not so?
Uyamazi yini umbhekiseni Ntanzi?
Akaze ngosho njalo konke lokho kula.
I never said any of these things that I hear
Uthi ngibuya kuphi naye.
as to how is it known or where do we come from.
But listen to the question. You know Mr. Mbekiseni Ntanzi, you say he was staying with you in Emelo, is that correct?
Uthe uyamazi wena ke umbhekiseni Ntanzi ke wayehlala nawe ke eMel kunjalo?
Ngiyamazi.
Yes, I know him.
And you said he is indeed your relative.
Ushilo ke ukuthi niyahlobana wena naye.
Akaze ngikhulume naye, ngikhuluma nani ukuthi mina ngiyamazi.
I'm saying to you that I know him. I've never said utawuzanga uthini wena baba.
Ngona nje ukuthi phela lo mbhekiseni ngiyamazi. Ngona ngokuthi akahamba landele indodana yami.
What-
Ube lapha nje.
My mistake was saying that I know this Mbekiseni, and my biggest mistake was that to ask him to go and fetch my son from town.
And-
Ikho ke sebhalwe lapha.
Now that's the only reason that it's being written here.
But it is a fact you do know Mr. Mbekiseni Ntanzi, is that correct?
Kodwa ke uyamazi umbhekiseni Ntanzi.
Ngiyamazi.
I know him.
So what is written here is correct, that you do know him and he is your relative.
No, ukuthi ke manje ke lokho kubhalwe la ukuthi ke ngiyamazi ke umbhekiseni Ntanzi kanti ke futhi mina naye siyahlobana. Lokho kukahle kuyiqiniso lokho.
Ngiyakwazi lo.
I know this.
Yes. So where would those 5 people in the room have obtained that information from?
Manje ke labantu abakhona lapha abahlanu kulelo gumbi lelo bebazoyithathaphi lemininingwane ukuthi ke wena uyazana nombhekiseni Ntanzi kanti ke futhi nibuya nonke le
Ubani
emakhaya.
lona kanti engakithi akamlandi. Ayemlandile. Wayengekho la.
This person that I said that he must go and fetch, was he not present there? Was he not present?
And further down in the middle of the paragraph, whereby he told me something shocking, he said to me, there was once a fight or argument between his brother Mafika Ntanzi and another Ntanzi brother.
Uthi ke uye wakutshela noma ke phakathi kwalesi statement usho ukuthi ke uye wakutshela ke into ke ethusayo noma eshaqekisayo ukuthi ke kwakubuye kwaba khona ke impi phakathi ke kuMafika Ntanzi nomunye ke wabamadodana wakaNtanzi.
You did testify yesterday that accused number 2 Mafika Ntanzi is the brother of Mbekiseni Ntanzi. Is that correct?
Awantanzi asengizwe
No.
kuthiwa kuyaliwa awantanzi.
No, I do not know about that. I never heard if there was a fight between the Ntanzi brothers.
But Mafika Ntanzi, accused number 2, is the brother of Mbekiseni Ntanzi. Is that correct?
Umafika Ntanzi lona ke umangalela wesibili kule cala umfowabo wakambhekiseni. Yes, he is.
And you mentioned yesterday that accused number 2, Mafika Ntanzi, does have other brothers.
Waphinde wachaza futhi ke ukuthi uMafika Ntanzi lo unabo abanye abafowabo.
Ngishilo.
Yes, I said that here.
Yes. Now, how would this information now find its way in the affidavit if you did not say it?
Uma kuwukuthi wena ukushongo lokho okubhalwela kulesi statement kuzobe kubuya kuphi?
Babe buya phi kanti labo babuye kimi, buya kubo la.
No, it was not coming from me. It was coming from them.
How would they have known all this information?
Bebazokwazi ke kanjani konke lokho okubhalwela?
Ukhona nongakwazi lokho.
Yes.
Kulabana akekho yedwa noma umbili ongazi ngendaba yombhekiseni.
No, how is it? Is there anyone of the people that you are mentioning not know about this Mbekiseni issue? Any amongst all of them, do you think that do they not know about this whole thing?
You see, even the indictment refers to accused number 2 as Bongani Sandiso Ntanzi. So someone who uses the name Mafika must be someone who knows him well.
Manje ke lana ke ephepheni lapho babhala khona ke noma mangabe umuntu ethesa ke icala iyabhalwa ke imininingwane yakhe ngokuphelele into efana namagama kanjeni njengoba ke umangalelo wesibili lapha mngenkundla ubhalwe ukuthi ke ubongani Sandiso Ntanzi kodwa ke lokho kusho ukuthi umuntu manje ufika embize ngomafika kusho ukuthi umuntu owazana naye kahle.
Angihambisani laba zengane laba ngihambisani mina na.
No, I do not support that. These are kids.
Ukubabiza nje nangamagama wonke nalana amanye yosandisi basi.
No, like with reference to mentioning them with their names or different name. I don't know.
And paragraph 3, Mbekiseni said after the argument, he was told by the other Ntanzi brother that he won't fight with Mafika. Instead, he will rather report him to the police for the murder of Orlando Pirates goalkeeper called Senzo Meyiwa back in Foslores.
Manje ke la ku paragraph number 3 kubhalwe ukuthi ke uMbekiseni washo ukuthi yena emveni kokuthi ke babe naleyo ngxabano washo ukuthi yena ke angeke aphinde alwe naye ke uNtanzi noma ke lo utwabo kaNtanzi kodwa ke into ozoyenza ukuthi ke amreport emaphoyiseni mayelana nesigameko sokubulawa ke kwakagolkipa weOrlando Pirates uSenzo Meyiwa khona le isigameko senzeka khona endaweni yaseFoslores.
Kaze mbebikho egoli.
No, I've never been into Gauteng. I've never been to Gauteng. I do not know about this.
Mina ngisuka la ngihlala khona ekugoli neFoslores yonke lento into engizikhomba ngani.
I'm from wherever I'm coming from, where I'm residing. I do not know about Gauteng, anything that happened in Gauteng. Your Foslores, I do not know anything about that.
He further said he was told by the brother of Mafika, not Mbekiseni, that Mafika Ntanzi committed the murder with Moses Sibiya, who is also from Nongoma.
Manje ke ukuthi ke akulandiselwa khona ngalandiselwa ukuthi ke yena ungasuke uMbekiseni kodwa ke uMafika noMoses Sibiya ke ibona ebenza leso senzo sokubulala ke unozinti weOrlando Pirates uSenzo Meyiwa ubhalwe kanjalo la.
Bangakuthatha mina ze ngisho ntangiyazi.
You can take this how it's written here, but I never said this thing. I've never said this.
But once again, Baba Zungu, where would this information have, where would it emanate from if it wasn't from you?
Mawukuthi ke wena uthi ke lezi zinto ebazibhalela bebazozithatha izinto ezivelaphi ke lezi.
Bayazi mina babe ngithathaphi mina zangu.
They know, and how is it to end up with Geninda? How did it come about? So they know about this.
Wayengazelaphi.
How did he know me? Where did he know me from?
You see,
Brigadier nakusebhala izinto ngegama lami. Wayengazelaphi ngaze ngihlale na.
From where did he meet me or known me from? Because I've never met him before.
You see, Brigadier Geninda testified that up until the stage when your statement, Exhibit U, was obtained, they did not know about accused number 1 and 2.
Utheke uGeninda menekezela ngobufakazi bakhe ukuthi ngaphambi kokuthi bakhulumisane nawe bebangazi lutho ke umayelana nomangalelo oqala nomangalelo wesibili.
Uyabona amanga aqala.
This is where the lies begin.
Aqala lapha. Lokho nje uzukhuluma ngithi amanga aqala la.
What I'm saying now.
Kanjani obusebenza neConstable Zungu?
No.
Geninda wayihlala kanjani ngakwazi?
No, you see, when I'm saying in my first statement is that this is how these all lies are starting. How is it that he heard it from me for the very first time? Because he works together with Constable Zungu.
You see,
How is it that he says he does not know about this?
Yes,
Masikhuluma iqiniso ubani wakhomba lapho?
If we were to tell the truth, who pointed these ones out?
Bonke laba bantu bebela bakhonjwa uba.
Who pointed out all these
Geninda
people?
wayengazi lutho.
The people before this court. If Geninda is saying that he did not know anything.
You see, the statement of Constable Zungu was obtained much, much later. In fact, these proceedings were underway when his statement was obtained.
Istatement sakhe Constable Zungu ke sathathwa ke iqaleli icala selicalile uqulwa ke isikhathi sesihambe kakhulu mangabe bethatha ke bese kusekhamba isikhathi eside ngaphambi kokuthi bathathe ke istatement saka Constable Zungu bese likhulunywa leli cala babuzungu mangabe bethatha ke istatement saka Constable Zungu.
Now,
Ungani ngisho lokho ukuthi phela uhlala naye wayenza kanjani Gininda azofuna ke statement ehlala naye.
Now is it
uConstable Zungu wayekhona mzukwana kuFumeyiwa. Basithatha kanjani pho?
How is it that he says that he wanted to take this statement from me? Because he was forever with Constable Zungu, and Constable Zungu says that he was there when the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. So how is it? I think that there's a lot that we're gonna expose here.
the date of his statement is 31 May 2023.
Istatement saka Constable Zungu senziwa mhla ka 31 kuMay ngonyaka ka 2023.
Statements nabantu.
Saka Constable Zungu sabhaliswa mhla ka 31 kuMay ngonyaka ka 2023.
Hayi khona.
No.
Yes.
Amanga yiwo lawo ke ngafu.
No, those are lies, and I do not get along with that.
Wayesesithathe kubani lokho?
From whom did he get that information from?
The evidence of Brigadier Gininda is that he only got statement that directs them to accused number 1 in November 2019, referring to your statement dated 17 November 2019.
Uthi bona bazi ngomangalelwa uqala ke emveni kokuthi ke bathole ke istatement bazi ngomangalelwa wokuqala ngoNovember ngonyaka ka 2019 ke emveni kokuthi bathole ke istatement kuwe noma ke isibuya kuwe esenziwe mhla ka 17 kuNovember ngonyaka wa 2019.
It says prior to that we had no knowledge of him, that is now accused number 1. Once we had the statement of Absolom Zungu, that is yourself, making us to focus on him, that is accused number 1. Cold case analysis was done. We referred to this portion yesterday already. It was during the proceedings of 20 May 2025, page 16, line 10. And also record page 17, record of the 17th of October 2024, page 40, line 11. He testified as follows: indeed, my lord, on the 17th of November 2029, the father, Constable Zungu, brought the father, who then gave me a statement, and that statement implicated accused number 1 and 2. So those names, my lord, are now in the sworn affidavit for the first time. And for the first time, now we had 2 possible suspects.
Manje Brigadier Gininda menikezela ngobufakazi bakhe la phambi kwenkundla mhla ka 17 kuOctober kunyaka ka 2024 ku page number 40 ku line number 11 okusho ukuthi ke ubufakazi bakhe buqoshiwe lapha njengoba umshushisi esifundela khona noma ke isilandisa khona ukuthi ke uye waletha ke uZungu Constable Zungu waletha ke ubaba wakhe owenza ke istatement wasinikeza ke imininingwane noma ke amagama wabamangalelwa laba ababili umangalelwa oqala nomangalelwa wesibili uthi ke saqala ukuyizwa nqa indaba yalamagama lawa amabili walabantu laba.
Okay, bonke abantu abalabalale maye Gininda wayengakwazi Constable Zungu wayengakwazi.
Let's listen to this now. If everyone who's here is listening, if you are saying that Gininda said that he did not know the names of these people,
usho kanjani uConstable Zungu athi ngangiseduzane nalapho kwenzeka khona isigameko?
and then now how is it that Constable Zungu says that he was near or next to the place where the incident took place?
Engasho ukuthi statement lesasibhalayo uthi ngangiseduzane nalapho wabala yonke into.
And Constable Zungu then is not saying that he made a statement. He is saying that he was near the place where the incident took place. He even explained how the incident took place.
Wathini lapha enkantolo Constable Zungu?
And what did Constable Zungu say when he came to court?
wathi uConstable Zungu ngangiseduzane nalapho kwenzeke khona isigameko.
Constable.
Sorry.
What?
Constable Zungu has already given evidence. So what the state is trying to ascertain is your own statement, not the statement of Constable Zungu. That is gone.
Sisikhathi sakababa Constable Zungu ne wasibhalisa-ke sakhe statement wazibanikezela ngobufakazi bakhe sesindlulile kuleso sigaba leso shushisi manje yena ukubuza ngalesi statement sakho wena osibhalisile no
Ngithi mina uConstable Zungu mayethi wezwa ngami. uConstable Zungu angithi uchazile la enkantolo. Wathi uConstable Zungu ngangikhona eduze kwesigameko.
What I'm saying, my lord, is
izinto
that
eziningi.
what I'm saying, my lord, is that Constable Zungu said that he heard this from me, and further came to his to court with giving his oral evidence saying that he was next or nearby where the incident took place, and then many things were then revealed.
Ikho-ke tata ngithi yabona njengoba sebeveza lokho sebeyiveza obala-ke manje obuchaze yonke into la enkantolo akachazi nge-statement chaza ngento ayekhona eduzane kwayenzeka.
You see now that there's reference made to this statement. They're now exposing themselves because he said that he was there or near the place where the incident took place.
Yiphi le wardrobe yena ayifakwe kuyo ngoba wayengakwazi ukusho kanjani lokho khona lokho nje statement mayisizwe ngami yini athi ngangikhona eduzane kwesigameko.
Ubaba makathi-ke kuyiphi le wardrobe wayifake kuyo uchaza ukuthini into omdala?
Chaza ukuthi kwanye ungangithatha nongivalele la bese kwenzeka ngoba khona indlela phela ebekiwe eshiwoyo la Constable Zungu. Uthi Constable Zungu echaza la enkantolo uthi ngangithatha mina kwathathwa isibhamu sami kanti abameli babeze bembuze bethi
Maqala baba yazi ngithi ngifuna ukuzwisisa inkulumo yakho
ngithi
ithi-ke
la hayi ukuthi ngithi la wachaza wazabuzwa ngabameli bembuza ukuthi Constable Zungu uthi wena wawukhona wabe usuwenze njani emva kwalokho uthi ngahamba ngaye police station yami engisebenza
what was posed or what was asked, my lord, from Constable Zungu when he came here by the attorneys. I wanted to find out from him as you are saying that you were present or nearby where the incident took place. What is it that you did? And then he said that he went to his police station. Ingxoxo bengizama-ke ukuthi siyicazulule baba ukuthi-ke kumele ukuthi iqoshwe le nto ikhulumile ngoba-ke angisengizoyishiya ngaphandle ngiyivalele ngaphandle bese ayisaveli. Inkulumo yakho leyo ukuthi-ke wayevalelwe yini ngaphakathi kwe-wardrobe ngifuna ukuthi siyilungise lapho.
Hayi lokho ngiyalinganisa ukuthi wayevalelwe kuphi ngoba wayekhona uchaza yena ukuthi wayekhona wabona lezi zinto akachazi nge-statement.
My lord,
licaca akachazi ngale statement ekuthiwa basithatha kimi Constable Zungu wezwa ngami.
was Constable Zungu under any juries for not making mention of this statement because he's explaining something else, saying that he was present or nearby where the incident took place, but it does not refer to the statement itself.
You see, Baba Zungu, the problem with your version regarding Exhibit U is the following. The defense themselves introduce the statement Exhibit U and cross-examine Brigadier Gininda on this statement as it is.
Ngathi uBrigadier Gininda ebiziwe lapha ngwenkantolo abameli kwabayibona-ke abaveza lesi statement bese bevivinya-ke ubufakazi bakhe mayelana naloko okubhalwe la kulesi statement.
Now you come and distance yourself from on your version from Exhibit U.
Manje wena-ke uyaziqhelanisa nalesi statement esiphambi kwenkundla.
Into nje yenziwe uMgininda nale ngane ngiyayiqhelanisa nje.
Yes, I'm distancing myself from anything that was done by Gininda.
And this version that you're giving was never put to Brigadier Gininda.
Manje-ke wena-ke lokho kushoyo akuzange kutshelwe kuGininda ukuthi Gininda kunje.
No, objection. Laws relating to evidence are very specific. A witness that has been called on behalf of a party does not have a version. It testifies. To state witnesses, a version that can only be put is what accused persons are saying. That's a version. A witness does not have an obligation to put a version. He can only come testify. Mr. Zungu here has come to testify as a witness. A witness does not have a version. Which is why it is said that, my lord, an accused person in a criminal trial, it does not have a duty to prove his case beyond a reasonable doubt. He only has got to present a version which in the mind of a fair-thinking judge is reasonably possibly true. There's nothing in the Criminal Procedure Act, in all the legal authorities that I've read, that demand that a witness who has come to testify on behalf of a party, the version of that witness must then be put to the witnesses of the other of the other litigants. But moreover, my lord, moreover, in this case is sui generis. Remember, Mr. Zungu has been touted as a state witness. We could therefore not have had the opportunity to what is it now? To consult with him and hear what the side of his story is. We only had that opportunity after the state has closed this case and they decided not to call them for whatever nefarious reason that they did there. It was only after our consultation with Mr. Zungu where then we realized that Mr. Zungu will be important for the just outcome of this case. With that reasoning alone, my lord, how would the state then have expected us to put a vision to Mr. Kininda of what Mr. Zungu is saying when we never had an opportunity to consult with him? But beyond that, a vision can only come from an accused person that gets put to state witnesses, not a witness who testifies. That is his testimony. Rather, the state says, but that testimony was not put to Mr. Kininda. I would then understand, but not a version. A version can only come from an accused person. Thank you.
As a court pleases.
Yes, Mr. Baloi.
Mr. Zungu, the essence of the state's question is that your affidavit was introduced by the defense team, but you are now coming and denying that very same affidavit.
Manje ke uphuzu lami engifuna ukulenza njengommeli ukuthi ke lesi statement savezwa abameli noma ke ithimba labameli basiveza lapha ngokunkundla basebenzisa ke ufakazi babe bebizwe ke umbuso, kodwa wena ngokufakazi bakho ke uyaphikisana nalokho ke okuqukethela kulesi statement.
Objection again. Remember, Mr. Zungu has never been a defense witness from up initio. This information that comes up here is information that was unearthed by the state themselves. It is therefore the state who realized that by putting Mr. Zungu on the witness box as their own witness, they'll be shooting themselves on the foot. They then decided to say, no, let's leave Mr. Zungu, then we'll see what the defense will do. This does not come from us. It comes from the investigation that was instituted by the state themselves. They should have been open with the court and call Mr. Zungu and say, Mr. Zungu, what about this statement? Then Mr. Zungu would have said the thing that he's saying now. They should not put the blame on the defense.
Well, my lord, these are matters for argument, my lord.
Exactly, that's the point.
We will leave them for argument.
Even if this matter was to be heard from another court, people will hear this. I'm not scared.
Ngicela ukubuza nje umsebenzi wakhe la enkantolo njengakho ukhona amaphepha mafika amaphepha ngimangele khona oyedwa noma ngasimanga izinto iqala kobani komshushisi kuze zedlulele emantshini umshushisi uzemukele ke nazi ke waseyisebenzisa yini utheni mase isebenza ukuthethwa icala ingasasebenzi utheni umshushisi.
So if that's the court procedure, or if there is a court procedure that needs to be followed, is in terms of statements and documents, where are they given a first hand, or where they obtained a first hand are they from the prosecution and then given to the magistrate. However, this document has been accepted and used here in court. What did they do about that information upon them receiving it?
Selingene-ke icala kunikeziwe sokuvula icala.
Now a case has been opened.
Umshushisi-ke nabanye-ke ithimba lakhe. Uthini?
The prosecution and his team.
Uthini umshushisi mangabe sokuthiwa kuqulwa icala engasasho umshushisi ukuthi hayibo kufuneka lo muntu enithi wabhala le statement abela alikwazi ukuqhubeka icala engekho.
And what does the prosecution then say after when starting the matter without saying that no man, we need this person to be before court because of this document?
Baba Zungu, we explained to you what the law says.
Sofike ephuzini lapha ebevese
What's the
ngilifuna.
time? So that you
Fike
must adjust.
ephuzini ebengilifuna leli.
Mr. Baroi, what's your time?
It's 22. We still have about 20 minutes, my lord.
20?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay, let's continue then.
Yes.
I don't know what I have to make of this charade. You'll have to address me on that.
As
Because we've got another lawyer this side who's actually educating the court and the prosecutor and everybody about what the law says or what the law should do.
Yes.
You'll have to address me on that.
As a court pleases.
Because
When, my lord? When?
when I say this witness, it will come to that, the evaluation of this witness. What should the court make of it? So you must prepare to address me.
Or
At the end of the case.
At the end of the trial?
Yeah.
Most
Because
definitely, my lord. Most definitely.
after 56 years, I'm learning new law. Okay,
After this witness, or from this witness, my
I'm learning new law in this court.
we'll definitely address
Yes.
the court, my lord.
Yes.
That one will definitely come.
As a court pleases. Baba Zungu, can we move to a different topic?
Masiqheleke kule indaba yalesi statement.
Ngisacela ukuthi abade sikhuluma uthini enelisekani ngalokho.
Yeah, you can proceed and be satisfied with this. Kuloko kusho ukuthi mabaneliseke ngalokho.
Uyaneliseka njengoba
Are you
ubuza
satisfied?
imibuzo ngalokho
Are you
engikushoyo.
satisfied with this statement?
Well, we have covered the aspects that we wanted to canvass with you. Can we then move to a different topic?
Uthi ummeli ke sewa ucaciselekile ke ngamaphuzu yena ke ebefuna ukwacaciseka uthi ke manje
You just,
Ngisawafuna ngifuna la
no, I
lapha kade
still want to
sikhuluma ngakho.
continue from where we left off.
ukuthi bathi bathethe statement kimi kunelisekile nilo. Kodwa sokuvela ukuthi lele linye iphoyisa oba ngamaphoyisa amabili lana. Ansala ubugebengu kimi. Lele linye iphoyisa selihambe la ukukhuluma izinto eziningi lapha naloveza konke ngaphandle kwale statement.
They are saying that they took down a statement from me, from these two police officers. The one officer came out now doing this, or both of them doing these acts of criminality towards me, and saying this one police officer then goes around saying this and this, revealing other things.
yes. Mr. Zungu, you testified that during 2018 you were working at a mine at Emelo and renting a room elsewhere. Is that correct?
Uthe wena ke usebenza emayini zase Emelo uqhasheke iroom lapho.
Ngangisebenza khona emini.
Yes, I was employed in Emelo.
Where were you renting a room?
Leli room wawulirenta kuphi nendawo?
Hayi akusikho ukufuna inkantolo lokho.
No, that's
Ngiqeda
not.
nemayini ngifuna inkantolo ingene ezintweni engafanele.
No, that is not.
Ngangisebenza nemayini.
No, that is not the business of
Hayi
this
inkantolo
court.
ingena.
I do not want to include what I had with the mine. So how is it that now the court wants to know what the business I had with the mine?
Were you renting a room in Westleton, in Emelo?
Wawurenta ke leli room lapha endaweni yase Westleton eMel.
Hayi ngazi umuntu angirenta kuya angiboni ukuthi khona okuyisidingo kimi lo.
I don't think there's a need
Wazana
with this type of questioning. I know the person from whom I was renting the room from.
Yes.
Isivumelwano engasenza nalo saziwa yimi futhi kusokwaziwa ngomunye umuntu ungafanele.
I had an agreement with that person, and I do not want to divulge or expose what the agreement was about, and I will not do that.
Yes.
Uzothini yena mase ngizokhuluma la enkantolo ngendlela yakhe ngayiqashisile.
And what will this person then say if he was to hear me giving evidence with regards to the room that he had rented out to me?
Ama procedure ayenziwa yimayini nalo muntu nami aziwa yimayini nami.
The procedures that were followed or that were done, it was between myself, the mine, and the landlord.
Yes, we're just asking you to state as to where you were renting a room, not the address or the name of a person. In which area were you renting a room?
Manje ke baba Zungu ke asifuna ukwazi ukuthi kwakuyindlu namba bani kwesiphi istiladi noma ke indlu yakabani cha. Isifuna ke ukukwazi ukuthi ke kwakuyiphi indawo phela.
Ngangirenta kulo muntu engangirenta kuyazi.
I was renting from this person that I was renting from,
Wayisanisene isivumelwano nemayini.
who had an agreement with the mine.
Angiboni sengizofaka izinto eziqhamuka yikho lokho kudala inkinga uhambe uyofaka umuntu le umfake lapha endlweni.
That's what causes trouble, to drag someone from afar and drag them to these things like this.
Were you renting a room in Wesselton?
Leli room will rent lisendaweni yase Wesselton.
Angizukusho.
I'm not gonna say
Angizukusho futhi angivumelekile.
Not allowed.
Lapho angivumelekile.
I apologize on
Ngoba
that note.
umnikazi wayo uyayizwa bonke bayizwa lento ekhulunywayo.
Because the owner of the room, then they are listening, they can hear all this.
Yes. The cell phone records of accused number 1, which have been handed up as exhibits DD5 in brackets D, Roman figure 1, indicate that he was in Wesselton, Emelo, for the period 1 September 2019 to 21 September 2019 and 26 September 2019 to 21st December 2019. Were you still in MLO around that period?
Manje ke
September to December 2019?
Manje ke ama-record wakhe ke umangalelo wokuqala ayaveza ke ukuthi wayesendaweni Wesselton kusukela mhla ka-1 kuSeptember 2019 kufika umhla ka-21 kuSeptember 2019, kanti ke futhi waphinde waba khona lapha endaweni Wesselton mhla ka-26 kuSeptember 2019 kufikela mhla ka-21 kuDisemba kunyaka ka-2019. Manje umshushisi uyabuza ukuthi wena ngalesikhathi lesi kusukela ngoSeptember waka-2019 kufikela uDisemba ka-2019 wawusahlala khona lapha ya labo uhlala khona?
Ubani lona kuthiwa
Accused number 1 umangalelo wokuqala kuthiwa ke umbiko wakhe wakamakhalekhukhwini ucoshwe phansi ke lapho bechaza khona ukuthi ngalesi sikhathi kusukela mhla ka-1 kaSeptember 2019 ukufikela mhla ka-21 kuSeptember 2019 wayesendaweni yaseWesselton, kanye futhi kanti futhi waphinde waba khona lapha eWesselton mhla ka-26 kuSeptember kuya ku-2019 kufikela mhla ka-21 kuDisemba 2019. Manje ke umbuzo uthi wena ngaso le ikhathi lesi sesikhulume ngazo wawusahlala yini wena khona lapho kulelo ndawo leyo lapho uthi wena wawurente khona iroom?
Nakho ngididayo ukuthi sengifakwa ngaphi noma wayehlala noma wayengahlali ngambona noma angimbona kungenaphi ke mina ngingenaphi la.
How do I now find myself, or where do I fit in this whole thing, whether he was there or not, whether I saw him or not? How do I fit in now in this whole thing?
Mina ngangihlala endlini engiqashile owenza isivumelwano nenkampani ukuthi uzongivuma ukuthi ngihlale la kanje.
No, I was
lokho okunye angifuni ukubukela okunye enizongitshena khona nikubuze nje.
I had always been at my place, a rented room, where the landlord had an agreement with the company that would allow me to reside there, and I would not want to answer to any other things because you are asking me indirect questions with regards to that.
But during the period September and December 2019, we're still staying in Emelo.
Manje
We're
ke
still working at the mine and staying in Emelo.
manje ke ngesikhathi saka 2019 kuSeptember kufikela ke kuDecember awusahlala khona yini lapha endaweni yase Emelo awusaqhashile yini lapho kuleyo ndawo babechashele yona
ngihlala khona kodwa ukuthi engakwazi ukuthi ngingenaphi lezi zinto
Yes, I was staying there, but now my problem is this. How does it fit in now in this matter?
Yes.
ngihlala khona kodwa na inkinga
I was staying there, but I have an issue as to how does it fit in.
Did you know that accused number 1 was in the area of Wesselton for the periods that we've mentioned? 1 September 2019 to 21 September 2019 and 26 September 2019 to 21 December 2019.
Wawazi yini wena ke ukuthi ke umangalelo wokuqala wayesendaweni yase Wesselton ngazo lezi inkathi sesiyifundile ke ukuthi kusukela mhla ka1 kuSeptember 2019 kufikela kamhla ka21 kuSeptember 2019.
amanga qala kanje mangikhuluma ngizokhuluma amanga ngakhuluma into esemthethweni engiyaziyo
This is how
Anginalo
all lies. If I'm to now say something that is illegal and that is wrong,
anginalo ilungelo lozokhuluma ngegama lomuntu la noma ngingamazi noma ngake ngambona noma ngimbona
I have no right to come here and speak about a person's name if I know them or whether I don't know them or whether I've seen them or not.
But
uma ngabe noma wayelapha amagenge kwenzeke siwaboneke masiwabona besivama ukuthi nangasebenza amagenge zami ukuwabona sesibonana edolobheni kodwa ilo amalokishi nje obengangeke ngihambe ngifuna umuntu yikho ngithi angifuni ukuthi ngikhulume kokunye amangathini ukuthi sasibabonana sidibana nabo kulawa abantu afikele kubo bese beyivakashela edolobheni.
I won't say, I would not want to say anything about a person's name. Those people, maybe even if he was there or not, maybe it's one of those people that would come there and as gents or brothers would see each other from time to time in town. Maybe there's people whom he came to visit there, but then we'll maybe meet up or see each other in town.
But did you see him in Emelo during that period?
Manje ke wena wambona yini eEmelo ngalezo inkathi sesizibalile lana?
ngibona kodwa ngikwazi ukukhuluma igama lomuntu.
Whether I saw him or not, I do not have the right to talk about a person's name.
Iyo lento edala neyinkinga idale namanga idale
This
yonke.
causes trouble and lies and all these other things.
But Baba Zungu, it's a simple matter. It's either you saw him during that period or you did not see him.
Kulula nje lokho mnumzane Zungu ngasho wena ukuthi ke ngambona noma ngizange ngimbone.
Ngibone enzani?
See him doing what?
See him around Emelo, around Wesselton. Have you ever seen him?
Wambona yini khona lapho kuleyo ndawo leyo iWesselton khona lapho eEmelo?
Angithanda ukukhuluma ngamagama nje abantu.
No, I do not like to talk about people's
Ngoba
names.
mangasuka kanje nezinto ezithile ezisuka kanje ezoje zihlupha umphefumulo.
Then all these things, they start like this, all these things, and all the lies starts like this, then they disturb your mental state of mind.
Can we accept that you're refusing to answer that question?
Uyavumelana nami ukuthi uyanqaba wena ukuphendula lo mbuzo.
Anginqabi ukuyiphendula angazi futhi ukuthi kufuneke ngithini ngoba ngisho ukuthi angengene indaba yeni uzongibusa ngezinto zale ngaphandle futhi ngizoba umuntu onamanga phela
I'm not saying that I do not want to answer, I'm refusing to answer this question, but what I'm saying that I do no longer know what to say now to you with regards to the fact that I said that I do not like to discuss matters outside this case, and then I would be regarded as a gossiper.
It's almost Malok time for the long adjournment. Can we take the long adjournment?
Yeah.